I'm Merrick D'Amato.
I am Matt.
And it is with heavy hearts that we come before you today, because the next film in our rotation is a sequel.
Yeah.
A sequel to a vampire movie.
Yeah.
It's time for Lost Boys: The Tribe.
Yeah, it's the subtitle.
That's
of this
the
movie?
subtitle. Lost Boys.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The follow-up to the cult classic horror film takes us back to the familiar shady surf city of Santa Carla, where vampire surfers quickly dispatch anyone who tries to invade their turf.
Yep.
From 2008.
When was Lost Boys 1?
1980. Well, I mean, obviously 80-something. It's one of the most 80s movies that exist.
So almost, give or take, almost 20 years after the original?
The original, I think, was 87.
So more than 20 years.
21 years.
21 years.
They couldn't even get that right, of having it be exactly a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Boy, I've never seen this movie in full. I've only seen bits and parts of it. Fear. All I have is fear.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
What happened?
I thought I had stumbled across something.
But you didn't?
Well, it's only 9 minutes, so it doesn't count. It was like, no, not a Lost Boys 4.
Okay.
The Lost Boys, the new breed. It's only 9 minutes. Okay, it doesn't really count as a movie.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah. At least we get it out of the way now.
Now, I would not be opposed to a Lost Boys sequel.
Yeah.
Like, the ending did make sequels feasible.
Yeah.
But, like, 92, maybe?
I think after, 6 years, you're kind of pushing it. Like, if you're hitting the 90 mark.
It's like, I have not yet seen Beetlejuice.
Same.
When I heard they were making a sequel, it's like, I mean, a sequel could work, a year or two after, but it's been so goddamn long.
Yeah. Yeah, because fucking, Corey Feldman's in this, right?
Unfortunately, yes.
So we're going to see adult Corey Feldman.
Yes.
No.
Also, Angus Sutherland?
Huh?
Kiefer's son.
Yeah, I know, he's in this?
He's in this.
I hope we can, spot him out. Oh, I hope he just looks like he's dead.
No one can look like...
No.
No one can match the hair.
God, no. I thought Kiefer Sutherland was a fucking bully in Stand By Me.
Yeah.
Pulled a knife on a kid.
Yeah. Wasn't Corey Feldman also in that movie?
He sure was.
Oh no, they got you?
Oh God. Who'd they get?
Tom Savini?
As an actor?
Yeah, well, he acts.
No, I mean, as an actor?
Yeah.
As
an actor. I mean, if he did the effects, okay, we might be in for something, but... No!
Oh, no, Tom, no.
Say it ain't so!
Say it ain't so!
My boy, look how they massacred my boy. Oh, God, Lost Boys, let's
just get it over with.
I mean, if you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. So let's just go.
I hope you people understand how much I saw the gears turn in his head when he was trying to get that sentence out.
I haven't seen The Wall for a hot minute. I should watch The Wall again.
Let's do it.
Let's stop procrastinating and go.
Yeah, let's just get it over with.
Chris and Nicole came to Luna Bay.
Where's the sun?
Gives you wrinkles.
Looking for a fresh start.
Sorry, did I scare you? I'm having a surf party. You should cruise over.
But there's something strange about their new friends.
You have to see the world the way we do. Never grow old. You'll never die, and you'll never know fear again.
So what he's trying to say is, we're vampires.
Ooh, scary.
No, but seriously.
We're vampires.
I'm Edgar Frog, surfboard shaper and vampire hunter. Your sister's a suck monkey.
Nicole!
eat that guy. I'm a vegetarian. Dying is a part of living.
That depends.
From Warner Premiere comes the next chapter of the cult phenomenon, Lost Boys: The Tribe, coming 2008.
Who ordered the steak?
The second we started up this film, my cat fucked off. He usually just hangs out and watches the movies with us, or at least stays in the same room. No, he left.
Yeah,
He just left.
We finished hitting record for the intro, started the movie, and he was gone.
He just got up, walked away. Smart cat.
Smart cat.
Smarter than us. This was terrible.
Yeah, it was a lot of nothing for an hour and a half, which felt like 4.
Like, we got to, like, the 56-minute mark.
Yeah.
And it was like, alright. This feels like we've been watching this movie forever.
Yeah.
But nothing has happened.
Nothing's happened, and they got, like, 30 minutes left to wrap up the plot.
Such as, well, whatever plot they have.
Yeah.
So we start with some surfer dudes surfing.
Illegally.
And then they go into... and then Tom Savini is like, yo, get the fuck off my beach.
You hold the waters, man.
Yeah, but I own this beach. Leave. And then they kill Tom... Tom Savini reveals himself to be a vampire.
Yeah.
Then they're all vampires and they kill him.
Yeah.
I kind of assumed he'd be like a stronger, like, elder vampire, but no.
Same. No.
They just kill him.
Charles
And he doesn't die in a vampire way?
No. Despite everyone else doing that.
Because it's an established fact in Lost Boys that, I mean, every vampire dies differently,
Yeah.
but they all die in a dramatic goddamn fashion.
Yeah.
Except for Tom, apparently.
Tom gets, like, everything ripped out and his head cut off, and all we got was a football kick to the sea.
Yeah.
Which, I'm not gonna lie, it did make me chuckle a little bit when the vampire kicked his head and he went, ow. Because, yeah, skull's hurt.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, you got a little laugh.
And he's,
That's all I did.
and he's barefoot because he's surfing.
Yeah. And then, I mean, gotta give credit to where credit's due. I'm sure Tom Savini had a lot of help in his own death in this movie.
Yeah.
So it looks really good. The
That
blood gush now is nice.
It never will again.
No.
Don't know why they had to do Tom Savini like that.
I don't know either. He got like, what, not even 2 minutes?
Why was he even here?
I don't know.
Did he owe money?
Do you want money?
Did they give him any money?
I hope so. Tom Savini.
Maybe he owed the guy, whoever made this movie, a favor, but I can't imagine that being the case. Then we see San, whatever the fuck this place was called. We get a shot that just describes the movie, which is a guy who is not Tim Capello from the first movie, but is meant to be Tim Capello, but old and fat with money rudely shoved into his belt, playing the sax. And that does just seem like an insult to the original film.
Yeah, it's also filmed in a very 2008 way.
Yeah.
The opening credits is, as you put it, what was it, like font without any character?
Yep.
Which, yeah.
Like, this is a placeholder.
Yeah.
These are placeholder credits.
Yeah, this is the TBD stuff.
And mostly, except for the bits we get of the city.
Yeah.
This is just like the kind of shit they'd show on a TV in a store to just non-content to show how high def the TV is.
Yeah, a lot of ocean shots, a lot of villa shots, people walking around on the beach and stuff. Yeah, like very walking into like some, I don't know what people go to shop to. That's not IKEA, but you know, go into a fucking like brick. Seeing all the high def TVs or something. I don't know if we have bricks anymore here. Not a great way to start a movie, because then we get introduced to our two main characters, brother and sister.
Who,
Nicole and
Chris.
Chris.
Who are apparently supposed to be Emersons?
Yeah. He gives her last name in the cop station.
Which,
sheriff station.
But the parents died in a car
Crash,
accident,
yeah.
which confuses and annoys me.
Mm-hmm.
You know who the Emersons were?
I can't recall now.
That was the family from the first movie.
Like as a whole?
Yeah, they like Michael Emerson.
Oh, fuck, you're right. Weird.
Yeah, it's
Okay, sure.
yeah. That means the family is dead.
Well, it's a fur. It's good to hear that.
Yeah, they were the Emersons,
Yeah, okay.
and now they're dead.
Like, car crash.
That is so fucking disrespectful.
Yeah, now we got these two schmoes.
And they're moving into a house owned by their Aunt Jillian,
Yeah.
who I'm assuming is also an Emerson. And it would have been really easy to just have her be a character from the first movie,
Yeah.
but no.
And she's given a place for a good price because of their family.
But still a lot of a price,
Yeah.
despite them being family.
She also, like, frame one brings up their dead parents.
Yep.
Like, okay. I guess
Oh,
Chris is looking
she's Canadian.
Let's go!
She's from BC.
Let's go. Canada.
It's like the LA of Canada
Yeah.
in terms of drug use. So the house is a dump. There's one bed. It's a mess. There's a strange kid banging a rock on a trash can in the backyard.
I forgot about that.
And they
kid.
just a Quebecois homeless guy just hanging out there. And they do nothing.
Yeah, it never gets brought up again. I actually forgot that happened. Good lord. I guess Chris is going to look for work.
Yep.
He's a surfboard like shaper.
Wants to be working a surf shop, but they have no business, so no one comes in. I think this actual building used to be the comic shop from the first movie. So it's like, right, you're gonna go look. Maybe Edgar Frog can help you out.
Yeah.
And he goes to see Edgar Frog, but with his sister, but Edgar Frog is not there. He meets Shane when he's hanging out at the docks.
Who is apparently a very famous surfer.
Very famous surfer who he used to be a big fan of, and then he disappeared from the public eye, and now he's back. Shane is he's the late vampire Angus Sutherland, besmirching the Sutherland name by his performance in this movie.
He's very boring in this movie. We also, in the Chris, though, was also a semi well-known surfer, because he mentions it.
Yep.
Saying, like, oh, what happened to you? Why'd you leave? He's like, I could ask you the same question. He's like, yeah, well, dust hasn't settled.
He had a breakdown after his parents died.
Yeah. Really unimportant.
Then they're planning to go to a party at Shane's house, and then Aunt Jillian comes over. It's like, we're going to watch The Goonies. And then both Matt and I were thrown for a loop.
Yeah.
Because, wait, The Goonies? Corey Feldman is in The Goonies. Wait. What?
Also, we don't get, like, one Corey Feldman joke in here.
No.
And I'm upset, because they pulled the Goonies shit.
Like, this needed a scene where, like, she meets Frog.
Yeah.
And it's like, do you know, you look almost exactly like Corey Feldman. Yeah. I get that a lot.
Yeah, like, we could have gotten that, and I'm so mad that we didn't.
So at the party, he scores with this woman, Lisa, who's doing some weird belly dancing shit. Nicole hooks up with Shane, drinks something from a mysterious flask from the sky she barely knows. Word of advice, anyone watching, don't do that.
Ever?
One of the vampires cuts another one of the vampires open and films it, and everyone watching freaks the fuck out and runs off.
Yeah.
Understandably.
So the people in the front.
Well, the people in the front don't know.
Yeah, they don't know. You think word of mouth would have spread, but I guess maybe the house is too big.
I guess. So they go home.
They go for a motorcycle ride.
Right, they go for the motorcycle ride. We get the I can show you the world scene. Basically.
Yeah.
No helmets.
No helmets. There's like a part of me that's like, I get why. No, because even then, if he loses his head, he's fucking dead.
Yeah.
So, yeah, why aren't you wearing a helmet?
Why isn't she wearing a helmet
Why
at least?
isn't
He's
she
trying
dead?
to turn her.
Fucking.
He doesn't have a jacket either.
No,
He
gave
gave her the jacket.
cold. You're going by the water, bro. That's gonna be freezing out there.
I was more thinking if you fall off.
True.
I mean, yeah, you got the leather pants because you're a vampire in a movie, but you don't. That shirt of yours is gonna get shredded, and so are you.
Yeah, I missed the first bit of action in this movie too, because apparently when they get back, Chris punches the fucking vampire.
Yep.
I went to the bathroom.
Yep. Punches the vampire in the face, and the vampire's cool with it. So
Yes,
they
he
just. She tries to. Well, they get home, and then Corey Feldman is in their house.
Because he left a note on Frog's
Yeah.
door.
And he tries to kill Nicole. Can you imagine you went home and Corey Feldman's just in your house?
He beat your sister's head with a fucking surfboard, bro. Like,
Fucking Corey Feldman.
And Chris is like, "The fuck out of my house, man! What the fuck?" He's turned. They're infected.
And then fuck, what's the main kid's name again?
Chris.
Chris is standing looking up at the sky with a popsicle, and then Frog leans beside him and looks up as well and says, "Nice night."
Yep. Pizza dude's got 30 seconds.
Fight?
Fine.
Kitchen?
Pork
rind? I wish we were watching Turtles instead.
Me too. I wish I was watching the Goonies instead of this. Why didn't they watch the Goonies? All of this could have been avoided.
Personally, I prefer Monster Squad.
I mean, I also prefer Monster
Like, I
Squad.
saw Monster Squad first, so the Goonies was just...
Corey Feldman isn't in there, right?
No.
Thank God. I
But-
thought that fucking rabbit hole is going to keep digging itself.
But I kind of thought Goonies was just Monster Squad without the monsters.
Yeah.
So I liked it a little less.
Oh,
He was in fucking Stand By Me, though.
Yeah, with fucking Keith Sutherland.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Who's also Canadian.
Yeah.
This movie is not interesting.
No, like,
So
literally, once she gets turned, or
Yeah.
half turned, nothing happens.
She invites a guy over. She's gonna eat him, and then Chris comes back. It's like you get the fuck out. You're a vampire. I'm a what? That's stupid. It gets a mirror and shows her that she has no reflection. She's like, okay, shit.
My bad.
All right, it's a good news, bad news situation. Okay, what's the bad news? Well, you're a vampire. Here's proof. Okay, the good news better be fucking amazing.
Yeah, that good news better be like...
Because he goes to see Frog, and Frog's like, "This is how vampires work. Here's a comic with no fucking words in it." Okay.
He'll learn a lot. He's eating a fucking egg with garlic and water.
Frog juice. It's holy water, garlic, and raw eggs.
If
Matt
we had...
refuses to believe this is scripted.
No. Corey Feldman did that. Like, there's no fucking way he did. If this movie had more Corey Feldman doing random bullshit, I probably would have liked it a lot
Don't
more.
worry, that's the third one.
Good. Anytime Frog's on screen, it's like a pretty funny time. Like, I like it when
The third one's actually really fun.
Good.
The third one's essentially a Blade movie.
Sick.
No Wesley Snipes, even though that would be amazing.
Well, it was, 2009?
I think so, yeah.
He might have been in a little bit of trouble.
I think he did Gallowalkers around that time.
Oh, dang.
I think Gallowalkers may have been his punishment. But we watch that review if you want to see what that movie's about. Don't watch it, whatever you do.
Oh, good.
So she gets a psychic call from Shane, and so she goes and has sex with him, which we find out later that she's 17, and I have problems with this scene existing now.
17 going on 18, as I think Chris said it.
Well, she's almost 18, and Aunt Jillian's like, yeah, that means she's 17.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
Also, Lisa comes over to try to eat Shane, so he impales her on some deer antlers, and she turns into a statue and explodes. That's why he goes to see Frog.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's not a memorable scene.
Yeah.
Despite it being one of the only things that actually fucking happens in this movie.
Yeah, and even Chris is like, I thought it had to be wood, and Frog's like, no, it just has to be
Doesn't even have to be pointy. I mean,
It's
it's easier if it's pointy.
Yeah, you just gotta...
So, well, she just turned to a statue and exploded. Okay, no, now that is impossible. Vampires don't just explode. You have to pierce the heart first.
Oh, the antlers probably did that. It's a funny follow-up with that.
Frog uses very versatile vampire-killing weapons. They're crucifixes that are sharpened at the bottom.
Yeah.
It's cool, smart enough.
Yeah.
So he goes to become a vampire as well, so he can, for some reason...
Betray them later. I think you have to gain Shane's trust to get to
drop their guard so they can kill him.
Yeah.
And they do that for a while. They go out surfing. They attack the police station.
Well, yeah, because Chris goes there to report his missing sister. And he goes, we put it in the system. We have a system. He's like, it's fucking stupid.
They gets a phone call. It's like, oh, really? Oh, yeah. Oh, I got a 25-pounder myself last week.
Yeah, and then I'm sure fucking Shane or whatever the fuck his name is, he's like...
Yeah.
Wanna go fuck up the
Let's
police
go do a
station?
Let's go do a Tony Hawk.
Yeah, there were skateboards.
There were one or two skateboards.
Two skateboards. One of them was on one of the vampires, and Chris was on the other one.
I can kind of understand the skateboard thing.
Yeah.
I mean, there can't be that much difference between, at least to movie producers, not a difference between skateboarding and surfing.
Yeah.
Do I believe someone who skateboards could surf? No. But someone who surfs could probably skateboard.
Yeah. I forgot they were surfers.
Yeah.
This really does a lot and with nothing, and it's kind of insane.
It's not a good movie.
They fuck around with the police.
Yep.
They're having a good time. He's one of them now.
Yeah, they bring some girls out to Devil's Reef to eat them.
Chris doesn't know because he's a good boy.
So Frog shows up, and then they go to kill all the vampires because
Frog shows up and says, "Hey, who ordered the steak?" And I had to sit there and go, "Yep, we got 10 minutes left of this movie." I think.
This movie has very little, but everything it has is brought by Corey Feldman.
Yeah. They go to the final boss lair. They fight the last remaining vampires.
And Frog kills a vampire, and then yells, "Bossa Nova!" And then Chris turns around and says, "Bossa Nova? Chevy Nova?
Chevy Nova.
Excellent!
If Corey Feldman...
I have always liked Cowabunga. Ha! I made a funny... That's Raphael.
Yeah, I love that part.
Why do they come up with this stuff?
Why do they come up with this stuff? Fucking Corey Feldman kills a vampire with a holy water rocket grenade launcher.
Lost Boys the Tribe? Tell me you didn't pay money for this.
The holy water grenade fucking rocket launcher shit is still living in my head.
He apparently he's an ordained minister because he filled out a form online.
He's recognized.
So did you study? Bullshit. No, I filled out the form and click ordain.
So you can make holy water now.
Yeah, convenient, I suppose.
Yeah. Chris fights one with a fucking spinning drill.
Yes, and he's gonna put vampire's gonna push his head into the spinning drill, which apparently is like not the point of the drill.
No, like
the side of it.
Yeah.
Which is, and so obviously that's supposed to be bad. But he just grabs it by the spinning drill bit.
Yeah. Then moves it
and rams it into him, and then we get a shot of it, which shows that it's not actually spinning.
But he's still shaking.
God, this movie's stupid.
Yeah. Luckily, we get to the final fight right away.
Because
Shane
Shane is like, "Yo, eat this guy," and she's like, "The fuck, no."
Why not?
That's weird.
I thought you were ready. Yeah, but I know this guy. It's weird, dude. The fuck.
And then he gets killed, and then they're not vampires anymore.
He challenges him in Mortal Kombat.
Yep. Beats
the shit out of Chris. And then,
I hate being able to say something is worse than Mortal Kombat Armageddon, but fuck me. It really is.
Fucking Nicole stabs him with the stake.
Yeah.
He turns around and tries to stab her with the stake by pulling her in. Chris cuts his head off with a sword.
Because
Yes.
they have a bunch of swords.
Get a sword. He got
There's a
set
bit
on
where
fire.
some vampires are playing Gears of War.
They were playing Gears of War. I did forget about that part.
It's not. It's slightly less weird than in Blade 2, I think it is. Where every single time someone is watching TV, it is always the fucking Powerpuff Girls.
Oh yeah, I did forget about that. Yeah.
But Blade 2 is like a really good movie, and this isn't.
I don't know if people have ever like documented the use of video games within films. Because there's the famous Charlie's Angels one where two kids are playing two-player Final Fantasy VIII.
There's Time Splitters 2 in Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, they're playing Time Splitters too.
You got red on you.
A little bit red on me. Fucking.
Is the way clear? No. How many? Lots. Fuck, that movie's good.
Yeah, this one's not.
No.
We're at the end, by the way. That's
Yeah,
what we get.
then
we
they
get a joke.
Frog drives them home. Evan asks out Nicole. She says sure. And then Jillian's like, "Yeah, if you're on drugs, I'll kick you out. You're on the weed." He's like, "No, we're not." It's like, "All right, I'm watching you."
You know, my favorite part about all that is like they're clearly drinking beer,
Yep.
and that's like she's already cussed him out for bringing a boy home when she's 17. She's not gonna stop him drinking the alcohol.
I was so disappointed by what she was saying.
Yeah.
Because I was hoping they'd do the thing that, like, the first Lost Boys did, where it's like, the grandpa's like, worst thing about this town, it's all the goddamn vampires, where he knows.
Yeah.
Like, I would have loved to see a sequel with the grandpa. Hell, a prequel about the grandpa as a kid, like, his time as a vampire hunter. This movie sucked.
Not good.
This is bad. So, I'm sorry our thoughts are not coherent, but neither is the
No,
movie.
neither
This
is-
movie's not coherent.
Every scene was like, you know how like if you're watching this on like on a DVD, right? You have like chapter durations, right? Or you just have chapters in general. Every chapter felt like a different thing.
Yeah.
Like it's actually crazy.
This is not the worst vampire movie we've seen.
Yeah, I don't think it's the worst vampire movie I've seen.
No, it's not the worst you've seen either.
No.
Tales of an Ancient Empire.
True, yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
At least the people could talk when their fangs were popped and not sound like this.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't forget about that.
Made more sense than that movie. Didn't have Kevin Sorbo, at least.
True.
I wonder if this Kevin Sorbo would have improved the movie or made it worse.
Worse.
Kevin Sorbo is the head vampire.
I think worse. I don't know how. I just think worse.
But yeah, sadly, this is not the end of the Lost Boys.
No.
It is fortunately the end of Nicole and Chris. We don't have to deal with them again.
Yay.
They're gone. They're out.
Yippee. Thank God.
They're not coming back. The only one who's coming back is Frog.
Good old Corey Feldman.
In the 2020 direct-to-video movie, this is direct-to-video too, obviously. Lost Boys: The Thirst.
It's a funny title.
I'm baffled by this movie. Like, this should not have around the same score as Stalled.
That's sad.
It has a 4.5.
Man. That's pretty
Stalled
sad.
was really good.
I like Stall. I had a good time watching that one.
But this movie just...
Nah.
You had... The fact that they had this set up for a joke. That they know... Not that, like, they anti... Like, an anti-joke would have been fine. I would have been perfectly fine with an anti-joke. But they just put it on the table... Like... It's like if you're at a party. And someone brings... Like... A cake.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, like a cake from the grocery store, like in the thing, and everything. They have it at the cake, and they put it on the snack table, and they open it, and they have it there, and then no one touches it.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Just no one has the cake.
Eat the cake.
No one has any of the
It's
cake.
right there. Just use the cake.
I like Black Forest cake.
Black Forest cake's pretty good.
On one condition.
Hmm.
They have to have removed the stems from the maraschino cherries.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you have to.
Yeah.
Weird otherwise. The amount of processing that goes into this goddamn thing, I expect, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, Lost Boys, the tribe.
Bad.
Very bad.
Bad.
Terrible bad.
Just bad. Boring.
Boring.
Hung I'm tired.
Hung Shu?
Hung Shu.
Oh. Snoring.
Oh, shit. I'm in here.
Yeah, see you next time for hopefully something better than fucking this.
Yeah, I hope so too.
This sucked.
This sucked.
This might be the worst. No, it's not the worst this season.
No.
Creepshow 3.
Yeah, Creepshow 3, I think.
But it's a fucking close
It's
one.
like close, but I think Creepshow 3 still killed it a lot.
It was longer.
It was longer.
Creepshow 3 at least was longer.
Yeah. Oh, good lord, yeah. Fuck you.
Yeah, this movie was bad. Don't watch it. If you value your soul, this movie will eat you.
Yeah, this movie was... Nah, just watch Lost Boys 1.
Just watch it twice.
Yeah.
Maybe Friday night. Watch Friday night. That's a good
Friday
one.
night's also a good time. Yeah, fuck it.
I got to see the remake of that.
I think I've seen it, but I can't remember if I've seen it.
Anyway, Lost Boys: The Tribe. Do not watch this. You will have a bad time.
Yeah, no, don't do it. Just don't do it.
Ciao.
Bye.
Okay, we also totally forgot to mention there's an end credit scene in this movie.
Yeah,
where fucking Corey Haim shows up.
And that's just it.
And he's gonna and then he fights Frog.
Yeah, Frog.
Eddie Frog. And this... Which is weird because he's also technically the uncle or dad of the main kids in the movie. It's weird that this just happened randomly.
I was looking it up before because I was curious, and apparently Corey Haim said that he didn't want to do another one, but when 3 was being filmed, he said, well, if they do a 4th one, I'd probably show up for it. And then he tragically passed away.
Yeah. I mean, he was in this. So.
Yes, he was in this, but he didn't want to be in 3.
No. Understand. Which is a shame because 3, we'll get to 3. Anyway, see you next time.
Yeah, sorry we forgot about that.
Ciao.
Bye.